manuscript I discovered is a catalog, or actually a list of summaries of the books that were in the collection of Ferdinand Columbus, or Hernando Colón, the son of the discoverer Christopher Columbus. He had a large, probably the largest collection of books in the early 16th century, anywhere between 15 and 20,000 books. And this manuscript lists a summary of approximately 2,000 of these books. And so it's part of a series of bibliographical tools that Columbus designed to organize, catalog, index his collection in order for users to navigate it and to retrieve the information and find the books. So this is a list of the summaries of books that were in his collection. So this manuscript had been in the library at the University of Copenhagen in Denmark, in an Institute of Icelandic and Scandinavian Studies. So a few people knew, a few scholars knew that there were Spanish manuscripts there, and they had never really been studied very thoroughly. And so since the book itself, the manuscript itself, has no title page or no indication on who the writer, the author was, or what the content of the book was, it was virtually impossible to identify unless you were a reader was familiar with the collection in the library of Columbus. So I went originally in search of another manuscript that was part of that collection. I was looking for something else, for letters from Spanish scholars that I knew were there. And while I was working in that library, the director of the institute asked me if I could go over some of the Spanish manuscripts that they have to help them identify them or give them more information, since they were not necessarily familiar with some of the content or the context of these manuscripts. So I did, and when I stumbled upon this manuscript, I saw this huge 2,000-page manuscript. I very quickly understood that it was part of that Columbus library, and that it actually may be one of those missing pieces and one of these missing documents that helped catalog and index the library. Well, it's important on various levels. It's on the level of scholarship for people who are interested in this particular collection, in book collection, in the history of the book in the early 16th century. It's hugely important because it's a unique document that sort of opens a window on probably the largest collection in Europe at the time, and also a window on how people read books, what they read, what they were interested in. And the great thing about this manuscript is it includes and contains summaries of books on a variety of subjects and disciplines like history, theology, religion, law, natural history, novels as well, literature. So it really kind of encompasses that, there's an idea of universal knowledge. This is what Columbus was trying to achieve and trying to do. He wanted to buy all the books that were published, all the books that were available at the time, and a good portion of that knowledge is included in this manuscript. So it's quite unique for its time.